Hi guys, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Clangin Bangin with Mikey, episode 101. That sounds like a college introductory course. Welcome to episode 101. Yeah, man. And today, Christmas in a couple weeks. So I was asked by somebody, who I'm cool with. They asked me, "Oh man, hey, you finish your Christmas shopping?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't do Christmas shopping. I don't do holidays, man." And I didn't go into detail as to why, but um. But I have said this on on previous podcasts is the reason why holidays mean a lot different to me, man. And the older I get, the more I realize that it's not about the gifts or the money you spent or the money you're given or the shit that you get. In terms of gift, it's gifts. It's also in terms of how you who you want to spend time with and who you want to you know reflect on or reflect with. And the reason why, man, I lost my dad about 10 years ago to cancer, and it was right, you know, uh, it was on his birthday. His birthday's October 23rd, and he died October 26th. Same year, same week. Um, and right after that, it's the holidays and everything. And I was still in school. I was finishing up my bachelor's degree, and I never really. On top of that, too, the following week was my birthday. So I had people texting me and calling me, and they, other than family and close friends, nobody knew that my dad had died. And they were telling me, "Yeah, happy birthday, man! This and that. Hope you have a good one." And I'm like, you know, I was like, "Yo," I was like, "Birthdays, nigga, fuck that." Like, why would I have a birthday when the most important person in my life at that particular time just died? Or why would I want to be celebrating my birthday? Uh, ever since then, man, um, I just never really looked at the holidays the same. Because there were certain things that me and my dad and my brother would do, every Christmas. And it wasn't necessarily anything special, man. Like we would just, Christmas morning, we would get up, open gifts, and then we would watch basketball all day long because they had about 4 or 5 games that day. So we would literally be up at before 6 because living in Hawaii, everything is time difference, right? Get up before 6, cook breakfast, do our thing, and just chill and watch the games. And we never really after that, after he died, like of course we still do Christmas and shit like that too, but it's not the same, man. Well, at least not for me. And the older I get, the more I realize it's not about the money being spent, man. It's not about the gifts that you give. It's like, yo, it's like I don't care if it's $100 gift or $5 gift. It's like, yo, if you thought of me, that's great, that's cool. But for me, I'm more along the lines of like, yo, okay, like I'd rather spend time with you than have you spend money on me. Cause spending time with me, that's the love language, man. And I think that's extremely important to realize that it's like you have to know what your love language is, whether it's quality of time, whether it's affirmations and all this other shit. And granted, I'm not the most easiest guy to get along with. I do have my opinions, I do have my thoughts and my reservations about certain things, and like none of it's bad, and none of it's like super super controversial. I just don't, you know. Ever since I was 18, I never expected anything from anybody, man. My mother told me once, like, yo, I think I turned 18 and 19, and she asked me, oh, what you want for your birthday? I was like, nothing, I can finance myself. And she was like, what? I was like, yeah, I can finance myself. She was like, oh, okay, and ever since then, I haven't asked for anything for my birthday. He's like, other than maybe a book or two. No, I don't really. I don't. I don't expect certain things, or I don't. I don't even expect a birthday cake, man. It's like, I just don't. It doesn't matter to me. And because I tell people all the time, it's like, oh, if you want to give me something, cool, but I don't expect you to. I don't expect you to go out your way to make me feel special about whatever it is, right? And a lot of people look at me weird, but I'm like, no, it's the truth. It's just like I don't, I don't need you to do all that. If I want you to do all that, I would verbalize that. But I've never been one of them dudes, who expect to be acknowledged just because it's my birthday. And like, yo, the birthday card is cool. Whatever it is, the text messages are cool. I don't expect nothing. My job when I first got hired there about a year ago, a little bit more than a year ago. They asked me, like, oh, so what you want to do for your birthday? And at that particular time, I was in contest prep for a show, and I said, yo, I can't really eat nothing right now because my contest prep, but you don't have to do anything for my birthday. I don't expect you to. And then one of the older ladies at the office, she's like, no, like, we're doing something. Tell us what you want us to do. And I was like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I wasn't expecting them to go out their way to do something for me. But I did appreciate it though. Um, and usually around this time, man, I start reflecting and you know, through the year, whether it's personal, professional, financial, whatever it is. And this year I've done pretty well, man. I've learned. I'm learning. A lot of things ain't for me, and the more and more I try to force something, then the more and more kickback I get. So I'm like, yo, okay, cool. I'm not gonna force anything because there's no point, right? I think a lot of people will stay stuck in situations just simply because they're afraid to chase their goals, and it's like one day you wake up and you're like, fuck, I've been in the same spot for 3, 4, 5 years, and I haven't done anything. I haven't, I haven't progressed. I haven't done what I wanted to do. Um, and that's anybody, bro. Myself included. I think it's imperative to realize that. Yeah, I understand we all got bills to pay. I understand we all have different responsibilities. Some of us have kids, some of us don't, and the ones who don't have kids, myself included, yeah, because the older you get, the more you realize how fucked up people are. The older you get, you realize how misguided and how self-centered and selfish some people really are, man. It's like they want to complain about, oh, the significant other ain't doing this, or he or she ain't doing that, but it's like, yo, it's like, but you're still in this situation, so it's like you obviously must like it. You obviously must enjoy, being with somebody who doesn't do what they say they're gonna do. And I think at the end of the day, that's it's sad, and you know, it's sad, and it's you end up becoming jaded and everything because you realize that you're letting time slip away, and not necessarily slip away, but you're letting opportunities pass you by simply because you don't want to take them, or simply because you feel a certain way about it, right? And I think that's also very important to realize that um opportunities don't come, twice, man. A lot of opportunities only come once. And I'm not talking professionally. I'm talking personally as well. A lot of people will say, yeah, I can go next year or anytime after that, and you don't get that opportunity. Perfect example for me uh is back in 2020. I had a bunch of trips planned up, The summer, actually, it was no, it was 2018 or 2019. The summer of 2019, I had a bunch of trips planned out. I ended up not going, and then I told myself, yo, I can go, next year, whatever it is, boom, 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 and then boom, March of 2020, this happens. The coronavirus comes and shuts down the entire world. Uh, and it just makes you put everything into perspective because you realize like, yo, like time is of the essence. And I don't want to necessarily that you're running out of time, but a lot of people will stay stuck in situations where you're not valued, and you're not being utilized to your highest potential, but yet they stay stuck in a job for a paycheck, and for a paycheck that doesn't even pay that much. I remember somebody posted something a while back on the IG story, and the person said the new $19-20 an hour is and the new minimum wage, which was 7.25, and when you really think about it, it's true. 19-20 bucks an hour, it sounds like a lot of money, but in this day and age, it's not. A lot of people are underpaid and overworked. They're stressed out, and it's really not worth their mental. Um, and a lot of people are content with staying in jobs that don't pay them well, or pay them, or the pay is very minuscule, the raises are very minuscule, and they expect you to go above and beyond for something that for 50 cents an hour. I mean, 50 cents an hour operate. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like, nah, I'm cool. It's like why would I bust my ass for 25 cents or 50 cents more raise an hour? And it's like, when the work I'm doing is, worth, you know, quite a bit more. And when people stay in situations like that, it's harder for them to leave. It's harder for them to leave because they think, oh well, this is all I can do, and it's not. You know, we're worth more than just a paycheck, 40-hour work weeks, and basically just sleeping and doing the same shit over again, right? Over again, right? But I think it's imperative to write your goals down, like I do every year. I gotta go look at my goals again, and and see if I actually hit them, and this time around too, be more mindful of the goals that that I'm setting for next year as well. So yeah, man, I think it's imperative that you understand that your goals are your responsibility, but it's also your responsibility to always make sure that your happiness is internal. Um, and when I say internal, I mean taking care of yourself. Taking your vacation days, taking your PO days, taking your sick leave days. Um, realizing that the job that you have is not worth the mental stress. Realizing all the shit that you're doing isn't worth your mental. Um, isn't worth the stress. Isn't worth the passive aggressiveness, the pettiness, the blatant disrespect, the backhanded compliments. Yeah, it's not worth it. Anyway, guys, this is about 14 minutes of your life that you won't get back. Hope y'all keeping the 4 P's, private player, positive pushing. I'll see y'all next week. Love y'all, Ghost. And like I always say, know your worth. Ghost.